Hi guys. Okay, this is a recent discussion on the forum. Okay, Rawjaw here, sounds painful, is looking to create a scripted sequence where control of allied units are transferred to the player once the user's units have entered an assigned zone. I've pointed out you need to use the autoassign command, and I've asked him, got your conditions for the user's unit in zone worked out. He's come back, asked if I'd be able to do a tutorial. And I thought, this is over a week ago. Yep, well, finally got some time. So that's what we're going to do. By the way, it's Good Friday. Happy Easter, everybody. Okay, here we are in the map editor. Got a little map open. Going to go into F3. The first thing I'm going to do while in F3, I'm going to press F9, bring up the mission properties. I'm going to go to player. I'm going to select player O. That's going to be when we use the auto assign command. It's going to assign them to the player, which is we've set to player O. Going to go into diplomacy, expand that. Now player O, everybody's an enemy at this stage, so we're going to make player 2 an ally. It'll also be set to neutral, ally, or enemy. We're going to make it ally. Okay. Okay. Right. We're going to want a zone. So make a zone. We'll call it Allied Zone 01. Place it there. We're going to need some allied units on the map. It doesn't matter what they are. Drop a bunch of random guys out here for now. Control C and V, so we get twice as many. Okay, now I'm going to select all them. Press Control T, which brings up my tags, and I'm going to give them a tag. Applied units underscore 01. And okay. Alright, it's important to save your mission as you go. Save this. What? Allied units. That. Click in there. Alright, so we've saved that. Next, what we want to do with them still selected, we want to change them player 2, F3, F9, diplomacy. So that's these guys, player 2. There is our ally. Okay, so we've got a zone. While we're doing this, we can also go into back in F3, F9, and we can click zones. So that stays visible for us. We'll have to go in here to move it around. So, looking at our brief, we want to create a scripted sequence where control of allied units transferred to the player once the user's units have entered an assigned zone. Okay, so that's our zone. Here's our units. Doesn't matter where they are. They could be inside, outside, doesn't matter with this. Now we're going to create a trigger. Well, first we better put some, save it. Some player units on the map. Okay. Put a couple on there so we can come up with some different options. Okay, so we want to create a trigger. Wide. Well, I can create a table here. If I type allied units and then go /01, creates this little folder sequence. The important thing in there is this little slash. This one creates the folder structure that we want. That's handy to know. Okay. We're going to add entities condition. And I'm going to change it from standard to advanced. Right click on select, add a group. What happened there? That didn't work right. Group. Cancel that for a second. What happened there? Advanced. Okay. Slow that down. Okay, go to advanced. Group. Must have pressed something else there. Must have pressed or something. Anyway, okay. So we're going to go select the tag allied units 01, and we're going to, that should be all we need to do at this stage for. Oh, hang on. They're the guys we want to assign. Going back to here, we're looking for the users units. Okay, it's the users units back in here. So we want to select the zone. Allied zone, we're going to include player O. So when player O are inside that zone, that's our condition. We could add a bit more. We could exclude the state dead, so we're not going to look at dead guys. We could include prop human, so it has to be a human who's in the zone, not just a unmanned vehicle in there, or a vehicle itself. So we've got to have a human in there. We could exclude the state inactive. These are always good things to add, excluding dead and inactive. Inactive is someone with a hidden tag. So they're there, but they're hidden. That's inactive. Okay. So we can save that. We can test it. If I press start, back into F3, 1 equals 0. That means it's not yet true. So there's currently no one in that zone. Now, if I go to F1, my zone disappears. If I keep it in F3, go up to the little view here. Standing by. And now, controlling unit, and I can still see the zone. But if I'm in F1 mode, I can't see it. So, this is useful when you're testing stuff. You can check stuff. Okay, so it's currently not true.
Officer here. What's the objective?
Run him in there. So 1 equals 1. So it's true there's someone in the zone. Our condition's been met. Okay, press finish. Now, then what we want to do is we want to go to other, auto assign. For this, we can just go to the tag allied units 01. We probably be a good idea to go advanced group, select tag, allied units 01, exclude state dead, exclude state inactive. Good practice as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so save, start.
Officer here. What's the word?
I'm ready.
They've been assigned to us. Look at that again. Start. Okay, these guys aren't assigned to us. No, we can't control them.
Standing by. Officer here. What's the objective, sir?
And then it assigns them to us. Okay, but what if this is only putting at least one minimum of one guy? What if we want to adjust how many people are in the zone before it triggers? So we could say there's greater than 0. We could make that so 5. You've got to have 5 guys in there to begin with.
Officer here. What do you need?
So 1, they still haven't come to us.
Officer
2,
here. What's the objective?
3,
What's the word? Officer here. The men are ready for battle.
and 4 and 5. Oh, it said greater than 5, didn't it? That's still not true. We changed that to greater than or equal to. So if I threw a 6th man in there, it would trigger. Or if I change it to that, it would also trigger. So let's throw still not true.
Officer here.
Now it'll be greater than 5. Okay, there they are. Now what if we want all of our units in that zone before it triggers? Let's look at that. Okay. Change that greater than 0. And this time we'll have to add another entities. Change it to advanced. Right click, select group. Now I'm going to include, select the zone, sorry. No, I'm not. We're thinking out loud here, talking before I think about it. Okay. I'm going to include player O, include the prop human. So this is our guys we're talking about. We're going to exclude again state dead, state inactive. We could also exclude the state linked, which whenever a unit is in any vehicle, like even a ladder is considered a vehicle, but if they're on a ladder, a machine gun, if in a vehicle, they're considered linked. So we could exclude them, and we're going to exclude the zone. I'm going to say it equals 0. So player O, who's none of these things, and excluding in that zone. So how many are outside? We want 0. Okay. So both conditions need to be met. So I'll press start. Okay, so currently it's not true.
Officer here.
I send one
What's
guy
the
in.
objective?
Okay, so the first condition is true, but not the second one.
Officer here. What do you need?
I will send these guys in. Still not true because we've got one guy outside. Send him in. There we go.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
So you can be quite descriptive using advanced. You can be very specific, and you can really tailor it to suit whatever you're trying to achieve. Okay, so that's the basics of that. Okay. I think that went well. Cheers.